నీట్ 2020 ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా కేటగిరీలో థర్డ్ ర్యాంక్ సాధించిన శ్రీశాంత్ కు మా అభినందనలు. ఇంతటి అఖండ విజయానికి ప్రోత్సహించిన అధ్యాపకులకు మా కృతజ్ఞతలు.
Derivatives of carboxylic acids. Yesterday we are discussed about derivatives of carboxylic acids, acid chloride over. Next derivative of carboxylic acid is anhydride. Anhydride. Best example, acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. So acetic anhydride preparation method: acetic acid CH3COOH acetic acid plus CH3COOH acetic acid, 2 moles of acetic acid in the presence of phosphorus pentoxide P2O5. Dehydration takes place. P2O5 or P4O10 dehydration takes place. A removal of water. It is given by acetic anhydride CH3CO oxygen C double bond O CH3. Okay, this is called as acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride preparation. Now, what are the main chemical properties of acetic anhydride? Okay, this is preparation method, and properties of acetic anhydride. Properties. First property, reaction with water. Okay, reaction with water or hydrolysis. So acetic anhydride CH3CO O C double bond O CH3 acetic anhydride hydrolyzed with water H2O. Here formation of 2 moles of acetic acid. Formation of 2 moles of acetic acid. Okay, this is reaction with water, hydrolysis. Acetic acid undergoes dehydration, formation of acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride hydrolysis given by acetic acid. Okay, acylation. Then go for another one is reaction with phenol. Okay, reaction with phenol. Reaction with phenol. Acetic anhydride CH3COO CH3 acetic anhydride on treatment with phenol OH group, acylation takes place. Acylation takes place, it gives phenyl acetate OCOCH3 phenyl acetate plus byproduct is acetic acid CH3COH. Okay, formation of phenyl acetate. Similarly, here one more reaction with aniline. Reaction with aniline. Acetic anhydride CH3COO C double bond O CH3 acetic anhydride on treatment with aniline C6H5NH2 aniline. It gives acetonilide C6H5NH C double bond O CH3 acetonilide, and byproduct is acetic acid CH3COH, and this is acetonilide formation. So acetic anhydride preparation, properties of acetic anhydride, hydrolysis reaction, reaction with phenol, and reaction with aniline. Okay, and one more important chemical property of acetic anhydride is reaction with salicylic acid. Reaction with salicylic acid. Okay, one more chemical property of acetic anhydride, reaction with salicylic acid. Okay, reaction with salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Reaction with salicylic acid. Right. Yes, salicylic acid is orthohydroxy benzoic acid. This is orthohydroxy benzoic acid. Now this orthohydroxy benzoic acid is treated with acetic anhydride CH3CO, C double bond O, CH3, acetic anhydride in the presence of sulfuric acid. Okay, orthohydroxy benzoic acid or salicylic acid is treated with acetic anhydride in the presence of sulfuric acid. Acetylation reaction takes place to form acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid. This is acetyl group and acid is COH. Okay, acetyl salicylic acid and byproduct is acetic acid CH3COH. Okay, now this compound is called as acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid, or it is also called as aspirin. Acetyl salicylic acid or aspirin. Okay, now this acetyl salicylic acid or aspirin is used as antipyretic drug. Okay, it is used as antipyretic. It is used as antipyretic drug, and also it is used as analgesic drug. Analgesic drug. Okay, it is used as analgesic and antipyretic drug. Analgesic and antipyretic means it is reduces the body temperature. Analgesic means it is reduces the body pains. So aspirin is used as analgesic and antipyretic. It is also used as anti-inflammatory drug. It is also used as anti-inflammatory drug. Anti-inflammatory drug. Okay, this is also used as anti-inflammatory drug. And one more important one, it prevents the heart attacks. Aspirin prevents the heart attacks. It prevents the heart attacks. Okay, this is the important of acetyl salicylic acid. So when orthohydroxy benzoic acid or salicylic acid reacts with acetic anhydride in the presence of sulfuric acid, it gives acetyl salicylic acid, or it is also called as aspirin. Aspirin is used as a antipyretic drug, an analgesic drug and anti-inflammatory drug, and it prevents the heart attacks. Okay, this is the derivative of carboxylic acid. Right. Then go for third derivative of carboxylic acid is esters. third one is derivative of carboxylic acids is esters. Esters are the derivatives of carboxylic acids. Okay, how to prepare? Preparation of esters: acetic acid, CH3COH, this is carboxylic acid, on treatment with alcohol, C2H5OH, this is alcohol. In the presence of acid, mineral acid, it gives ester, CH3COOC2H5 ethyl acetate plus water. Okay, this is called as ester and water. When acid is treated with alcohol in the presence of mineral acid like HCl or H2SO4, it gives ester and water. If ester combines with water to form alcohol and acid, that means it is a reversible reaction. Reversible reaction means both forward reaction and backward reaction simultaneously takes place. Hence, it is a reversible reaction. Okay, so acid reacts with alcohol in the presence of mineral acid to give ester and water. Okay, this is esters preparation. Then what are the main properties of esters? Okay, properties of esters. Esters properties: CH3COOC2H5, this is ethyl acetate or ester, normally it is called as ester. Right, ester hydrolysis. Ester hydrolysis. Ester hydrolysis in the presence of acid, it gives acetic acid, CH3COOH plus ethyl alcohol formation. Ester hydrolysis, acid plus alcohol formation. Acid plus alcohol to form ester. Okay, it is the reversible reaction. This reversible reaction is called as esterification reaction. It is called as esterification reaction. Okay, esterification reaction means ester hydrolysis, ester upon hydrolysis in the presence of mineral acid or in the presence of acidic medium, it gives ester hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium are called as esterification reaction. Okay, the same reaction, ester hydrolysis in the presence of base, ester hydrolysis in the presence of base is also given by acid and alcohol, CH3COOH and C2H5OH. So acid plus alcohol in the presence of base is also produced by ester. This is known as saponification reaction. Saponification reaction. Saponification reaction. In the presence of acid, that is called as esterification. In the presence of acid catalyst, esterification reaction. In the presence of base, that reaction is known as saponification reaction. Right, and similarly, this ester reduced with lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride. Ester reduction with lithium aluminum hydride. What happened? It is reduced to alcohol. Acetate group is reduced to alcohol, CH3CHOH, and this ethyl group is also converted into alcohol formation. Similarly, this ester is reduced with sodium ethyl alcohol, NaC2H5OH. Okay, this is also a reduction reaction. So ester reduction with sodium ethyl alcohol produced by same 2 moles of ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH and C2H5OH. In the presence of sodium ethyl alcohol, this reaction is called as Bouillet-Blanc reduction reaction. Bouillet-Blanc reduction. Bouillet-Blanc reduction reaction. Okay, this reaction is called as Bouillet-Blanc reduction reaction. Okay, ester hydrolysis in the presence of acid, esterification reaction in the presence of base, sulfurification reaction, reduction with lithium aluminate, alcohol formation, reduction with sodium ethyl alcohol, alcohol formation. This reaction is called as Bouillet-Blanc reduction reaction. Okay, these are the main chemical properties of esters. And one more derivative, especially your ester hydrolysis is very important. Acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis and base catalyzed ester hydrolysis, that is very important one. So reaction mechanism for ester hydrolysis. Acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. Acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis in the presence of acid catalyzed ester of acid, presence of mineral acid, presence of acid, acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis, acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis, presence of acid. Right, mechanism. First direct reaction, CH3COOC2H5 plus water in the presence of acid, it gives acetic acid plus ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. Okay, this is the direct reaction. Ester hydrolysis in the presence of acid, carboxylic acid and alcohol formation. Now for this reaction mechanism, now this ester CH3COOC2H5 reacts with H plus. Now this H plus is attached to the C double bond O oxygen. Okay, it gives CH3 C double bond OH positive and oxygen OC2H5. So oxygen with positive charge, oxonium ion is less stable, therefore these 5 bonded electrons shifted towards oxygen. Then it gives CH3COH OC2H5, and this carbon is positive, carbocation formation. Okay, now this carbocation undergoes hydrolysis, H2O, okay, addition of water. Addition of water, it gives CH3COH and OC2H5, here OH hydrogen with plus positive charge. Loss of one electron pair, positive charge. Then immediately this proton is released from this oxygen. As a result, here this released proton is attached to the oxygen atom. Okay, so then it gives reversible reaction. So CH3COH group, here OH group and OC2H5 hydrogen with positive charge. Okay, then next what happened here? This OH bond sigma bonded electrons are shifted to the carbon. As a result, here electron density increases. Therefore, these electrons are shifted to oxygen. Then it becomes CH3, C double bond OH, acetic acid formation, CH3, COOH plus C2H5OH, C2H5OH and liberation of H plus ion. Okay, initially H plus ion is added to the ester. Finally, H plus ion releases from this reaction. That means in this reaction, acid acts as a catalyst. Acid acts as a catalyst. Right now, ester in the presence of acid, hydrolysis reaction, it gives finally acid plus alcohol. Same ester hydrolysis, acid and alcohol. This is the direct reaction. For this reaction mechanism, ester protonated ester, carbocation formation, hydrolyzed with water, oxonium ion, converted into oxonium ion, and this finally releases acetic acid and ethyl alcohol. Okay, this is the acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. Okay, acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. Similarly, base catalyzed ester hydrolysis. Second one is base catalyzed ester hydrolysis. Base catalyzed ester hydrolysis in the presence of base. In the presence of base. Base catalyzed ester hydrolysis is known as sulfonification. Acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis reaction is known as esterification reaction. Okay, acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. Acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis reaction is called as esterification. Base catalyzed ester hydrolysis reaction is known as sulfonification reaction. So, presence of base, it is sulfonification reaction. So, here direct reaction is ester CH3 COO C2H5, this is ester plus water in the presence of base, it is given by acid CH3 COOH and also alcohol C2H5OH. Ester plus water gives rise to acid and alcohol in the presence of base, hence it is base catalyzed ester hydrolysis. This base catalyzed ester hydrolysis reaction is called as sulfonification reaction. Now for this reaction mechanism for this reaction mechanism CH3COOC2H5, this is ester with base OH minus. Now this OH minus is attacks an ester carbonylic carbon and pi bonded electrons shifted to oxygen. Then it gives CH3CO minus and here OH group oxygen C2H5. Okay. Then after that here pi bond, this pair of electrons shifted to the carbon C double bond O group and immediately here breakage of this carbon with water H2O. It gives acetic acid CH3 COOH formation CH3 COOH plus C2H5O minus and H plus ethyl alcohol formation C2H5OH plus OH minus base. Okay, this is acid and it is alcohol, here base. Okay, initially in this reaction base is added OH minus, finally it is given by base. That means in this reaction base acts as a catalyst. So base catalyzed ester hydrolysis is called as saponification reaction, right? Ester plus water in the presence of base, it gives acid and alcohol. This is the reaction mechanism. In this reaction mechanism, one is very important point. Here RCO OR prime. This is ester. Okay, or C double bond OR prime. In this, if R prime group is primary alkyl group or secondary alkyl group, if this alkyl group is primary or secondary alkyl group, acyl oxygen cleavage takes place. Okay, you must remember this is acyl oxygen cleavage. Acyl oxygen cleavage takes place. Acyl oxygen cleavage. If RC double bond OR prime, this R prime group is tertiary alkyl group. Here oxygen and alkyl group breakage takes place. Oxygen alkyl group. Here acyl oxygen cleavage, acyl oxygen. Here RCOOR, OR means O and carbon. Oxygen carbon breakage takes place. Okay, if this R prime group is tertiary alkyl group, oxygen alkyl group bond breakage takes place. If this alkyl group is either primary or secondary, acyl oxygen cleavage takes place. Okay, this is very important in reaction mechanism. Okay, this is derivative of carboxylic acid. Okay, third one is the derivative of carboxylic acid. And the fourth one, amides. Derivative of carboxylic acid. Fourth derivative of carboxylic acid is amides. Okay, fourth derivative of carboxylic acid is amides. General formula RCONH2. Okay, this is the amides general formula, RCONH2. RCONH2. Amides. Yes, how to prepare amides? For example, if you take carboxylic acid or COH and treatment with ammonia, it gives amides. RCONH2, amide formation plus water. Okay, RCONH2. C double bond O NH2 group containing compounds are called as amides. Acid with ammonia, amide formation and water. Okay, so properties. This is preparation of amides. What are the properties of amides? Properties of amides, derivatives of carboxylic acid, amide. Now here RC double bond O NH2, this is called as amide. Okay, now this amide hydrolyzed with water, hydrolysis H2O. Okay, what is the expected product in this reaction? Breakage of CO and NH2 group, OH group attached to carbonylic carbon, hydrogen attached to nitrogen. It becomes amide formation acid formation, RCOOH, carboxylic acid plus formation of ammonia. When amide reacts with water, carboxylic acid formation and ammonia, NH3. Okay, similarly, it is treated with bromine in the presence of base, like KOH or NaOH. CO group decarbonylation takes place, it gives amines RNH2 or amines formation. Amide to amine formation. Amide to amine formation. Okay, this is a very important reaction. Okay, this reaction is also called as Hoffmann hypobromite reaction. This is called as Hoffmann hypobromite reaction, or simply we can say call Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Okay, it is also called as Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Hoffmann hypobromite reaction, or it is also called as Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Bromine with KOH. And similarly, this amide is reduced with lithium aluminum hydride reduction, LiAlH4, lithium aluminum hydride. So it is reduced to primary amine or CH2NH2. Okay, formation of amines. Or CONH2, lithium aluminum hydride, formation of primary amines. Similarly, it is also reduced with sodium ethyl alcohol, ETOH. Sodium ethyl alcohol, it is also given by primary amine or CH2NH2, primary amine. Okay, these are the important chemical properties of amides. Amides hydrolysis, formation of acid and ammonia. Amides on treatment with bromine in the presence of alkali or base to form primary amines. This reaction is called as Hoffmann hypobromite reaction, or simply we can say called Hoffmann rearrangement, or it is also called as degradation reaction. Okay, this is the best example for degradation reaction. This is the best example for degradation reaction. Hoffmann hypobromite reaction is best example for degradation reaction. Arendt Heistert synthesis or Wolff rearrangement is best example for gradation reaction. Degradation. Gradation means increases, number of carbons increases. Degradation means number of carbons decreases. Okay, so these are the main chemical properties. Right now we are discussing about Hoffmann reaction or Hoffmann hypobromite reaction or Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Hoffmann hypobromite reaction or Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Okay, next reaction is Hoffmann hypobromite reaction. Hoffmann hypobromite reaction, or it is also called as Hoffmann rearrangement. Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Hoffmann hypobromite reaction or Hoffmann rearrangement reaction. Yes, here definition is when amides reacts with bromine in the presence of alkali to form amines. So here amides finally converted into amines. Okay, this reaction is called as, this reaction is known as Hoffman rearrangement reaction. Okay, Hoffman rearrangement reaction. Okay, this is the best example for degradation reaction. Okay, it is the best example. It is the best example for degradation reaction. It is the best example for degradation reaction. Okay, gradation and degradation. Gradation means number of carbons decrease when compared to reactants and products. So this is degradation reaction. Okay, direct reaction. Amides or CONH2 amide on treatment with bromine in the presence of alkali like KOH or NaOH, it gives RNH2, a removal of CO group. Okay, how to write the product directly? Removal of CO group, then alkyl group attached to amine, it gives primary amine RNH2. Okay, primary amine formation. For example, it is the general reaction. For example, this R group is methyl group, acetamide CH3CONH2 with bromine Br2 in the presence of KOH, removal of CO group, it gives primary amine formation, methyl amine. If you take benzamide with bromine, aniline formation. Or if you take one more, if R group is ethyl group, CH3CH2 CONH2 with bromine in the presence of base, a removal of CO group. Removal of CO group, it gives ethyl amine CH3CH2NH2. Okay, now in this 1, 2, 3 carbons are there before the reaction. After the reaction, only 2 carbons. Before the reaction, total 1, 2, 3, 4 atoms in the longest chain. After the reaction, 1, 2, 3 atoms are present in the longest chain. That means number of atoms are gradually decreases. So that's why this reaction is best example for degradation reaction. Okay, then how to write the reaction mechanism for this reaction? First, Hoffman isobromide reaction, direct reaction and its mechanism. Okay, direct reaction. Amide RCONH2. This is amide with bromine Br2 in the presence of base like KOH, potassium hydroxide. It is produced by amine. Okay, especially it is primary amine. Okay, it is the direct reaction. For this direct reaction mechanism, RCONH2 reacts with bromine, RC double bond O NH2 on treatment with bromine Br2. What happened? Dehydrohalogenation. Minus HBr, dehydrohalogenation. It gives N-bromoamide or C double bond O NHBr. Okay, this is N-bromoamide. N-bromoamide formation. N-bromoamide. This is simply amide. Amide to N-bromoamide. Now this N-bromoamide treated with OH minus base. Okay, as a result, it releases the proton and this pair of electrons shifted to nitrogen. This H plus OH minus dehydration, water. H plus OH minus. Okay, then after that R C double bond O, here N B R with negative charge. Nitrogen with negative charge. Okay, so then what happened next here? A removal of bromide minus Br minus. Okay, this bromide ion with K plus potassium. K plus and bromine minus KBr, potassium bromide. Okay, removal of bromide ion, here Br minus. Now this Br minus with K plus and KBr, removal of KBr. So after that what happened here? R C double bond O N with one pair. Okay, this is called as acyl nitrene. Acyl nitrene intermediate. Acyl nitrene. Now this acyl nitrene intermediate undergoes rearrangement. Okay, now alkyl group is rearranges to carbonyl carbon to nitrogen, and nitrogen lone pairs shifted between carbon and nitrogen. Okay, this is called as rearrangement. Rearrangement takes place. Now this rearrangement is called as Hofmann rearrangement reaction. Okay, nitrene is converted into, rearranges into alkyl group R and N double bond C double bond O. N alkyl isocyanate. This is N alkyl isocyanate. N alkyl isocyanate. Now this N alkyl isocyanate upon hydrolysis, water. Okay, N alkyl isocyanate upon hydrolysis, what happened? Here breakage of the bond. 2 moles of water molecules are added, H2O. Breakage of this bond, and these 2 hydrogens are attached to the nitrogen, it becomes RNH2. This is primary amine formation, RNH2. Remaining H2CO3. Byproduct is H2CO3 carbonic acid. This is less stable, so immediately it is dissociated into H plus and carbonate ion, CO3 minus 2. So main product is primary amine formation. Here also byproduct is primary amine with carbonate, CO3 minus 2, or carbonic acid, H2CO3 is the byproduct. Okay, this is the reaction mechanism for Hofmann rearrangement reaction or Hofmann hypobromide reaction. Okay, amide converted into N-bromoamide, N-bromoamide, N-alkyl bromide, and after rearrangement, acyl nitrene formation, rearrangement. This rearrangement is called as Hofmann rearrangement, N-alkyl isocyanate formation, further hydrolysis, primary amine formation. So here direct to product formation, removal of CO, we are getting the product. This reaction is known as Hofmann hypobromide reaction or Hoffman rearrangement reaction. This is the best example for degradation reaction.
2020 జేఈఈ మెయిన్ ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా అన్ని కేటగిరీస్లో 18, 35, 251, 253, 582, 606, 778, 780, 812, 821, 1031, 1049, 1303, 1575, 1654, 1753, 1754, 1978 ర్యాంకులే కాక మరెన్నో ఉత్తమ ఫలితాలు సాధించిన విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్. ఈ ఫలితాలు సాధించడానికి కారణమైన లెక్చరర్లు మరియు తల్లిదండ్రులకు మా కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్.